Hey y'all, so I wanted to make this video today to talk about the answers lie within the numbers. I was having a conversation with someone recently and they were talking about how they can't ever figure out how to get ahead. They're always having to look for money. They're always having to look to raise money, get money from the bank, get money from lenders to continue to grow their business. And I had to really think about what they were telling me. And when I asked them certain questions, I was able to detect that, you know what, the answer lies within the numbers. Let me break this down. If you are a business owner that constantly has to put money into your business, either from lenders, either from raising money, either from your own bank account, that is a problem. That most likely means that your expenses are way too high. You're not generating enough profit in order to reinvest in the business to continue growing. Your business should be in a place to where the money that you're making is able to be reinvested. It's able to continue to help you grow your business. And if that's an issue for you, and if you're not able to do that, that means there's something wrong within the money that's being spent. Or there could be something wrong in the price of the service or product that you're selling, or there could be something wrong in how efficient it is for you to operate your business. Let's talk about the efficiency side, right? Because a lot of people don't really think about this whenever they're selling their product or their service. Whenever you're selling something and you figured out how much you're going to price whatever it is you're selling, how much labor does it take in order to get that product or that service ready to be sold? And or how much labor does it take in order to fulfill that service? Let's use an example such as if you are a coach. You are a coach, you have a coaching program, you have, let's say, an intensive that you're doing, and you charge $10,000 for your intensive. Your intensive is going to be something that was, let's say, 2 days. So over the course of 2 days, which potentially might be 8 hours each day, you're charging $10,000. And let's say it's not only you that has to do the work in fulfilling this intensive. You have a whole host of other people that you're bringing in. You have speakers that are coming in to speak to the people that you are training. You have different people that you're paying, and you're able to pay them, and you're not even realizing that, oh, you know what, the money that I'm able to pay these people that are coming in to speak, on top of the money that I would charge for myself hourly, probably surpasses the $10,000 that I am charging for my service. And the reason why you're probably able to get away with that is because you probably already have money that's in your account, or you have money that you're having to put into your account, and now you're using that money to fulfill the expenses, the labor that it costs in order to fulfill the intensive. Instead of figuring out, you know what, okay, I'm charging $10,000 for this intensive, what is my labor going to cost me? Your labor in a perfect world should cost you no more than 50% of whatever it is that you're selling. Matter of fact, we could even take it even deeper. The amount of total expenses that you have shouldn't even go past 50%. You need to have a 50% gross margin at minimum, because that other 50% you need to use to pay for things like marketing. You're going to pay for rent, for what if you have a warehouse or an office space. You're going to pay for utilities, telephone, rent. I'm sorry. We talked about telephone, electricity, things like that. You're going to pay for all these things, and you need the margin in the product or the service that you're selling in order to be able to afford all that. And if you're not able to afford all that, there's money issue that's leaking. You might have loans that we've talked about, because many clients that we've worked with, they've taken expensive loans from the bank, or they've taken expensive loans from lenders, and these loans come with high interest rates. And these loans also need to be paid back either daily, weekly, or bi-weekly. So because of these high interest rates, the amount of money that you're paying back is a lot when we talk about the principal and we talk about the interest. So now that's eating into your cash flow, and what ends up happening? You either have to go get another loan, or you have to take money out of your personal account, or you have to go ask people for money in order to keep your business floating. This is a big problem. We're not pricing properly, and we're not looking at our numbers closely. We're just pretty much going through the motions of saying, you know what, I think this is what the price should be for whatever it is that I'm charging, or my competitors are charging this much, so I'm going to charge the same thing. But the thing is, your competitors most likely have done the math. They've figured out, you know what, if I'm going to charge $10,000 for this product or this service, that means that my expenses have to be at a certain place. They can't be too high, because if they're too high, I now have an issue that I'm going to run into, where now I have to raise money in order to keep the business afloat. So these are things that I need everybody to really, really factor in to their minds whenever they're figuring out, what am I pricing? What should I charge? If there's a situation where you can't charge more than what you're charging now, then you have to literally, the only thing that you have to do, the only lever that you have to pull is reducing your expenses. But what if you were able to reduce your expenses on whatever it is you're selling and you were able to increase your prices? Now your margin goes from here to here. You see that big gap? You see that now all that money that you're making, the profit, you can now do things like reinvesting it into your business to go hire the right people, to go hire smart people, people who are smarter than you in the things that they do. You can hire smart accountants, such as my company. You can go buy the best ingredients for whatever product that you're selling. You can go get the best things. You can go get more quality things instead of having to say, I don't have the money. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. You want to be able to buy the best things for your business because you have the margins to support it. Many of you are probably struggling in your business because you're not hiring the right people, because your budget only allows you to hire a certain type of person. Let me repeat that. Many of you are probably struggling in your business because you can't afford to hire the right person or the right people to come in to help you grow your business. So you're stuck with hiring people that you have to really coddle, you have to hold their hand, you have to really go through the motions with them. Imagine if you could hire people to where you literally could tell them, hey, I'm hiring you for this role. You're an expert in this role. I am expecting you to show me and teach me how this role should work, instead of me having to teach you how that should work. But we can't get there if we don't charge properly. We can't get there if we don't reinvest the money into our business. We can't get there if we don't do these things. And it's all lies within the numbers, y'all. I want y'all to understand how important our numbers are. And whenever you really start to tune into your numbers, you're going to see a whole bunch of areas in your business that you can improve and that can help you to get out of the situation that you're in. So now you can buy back more of your time and you can grow your business. And now, when we talk about buying back more of your time, I want you to understand, if you can hire the right people into your business to help grow it, that means that's less time that you actually have to be in the business doing the actual work. Because as a CEO, what should you be doing? You should be growing your company. You should be out there networking, getting more clientele, getting more customers, marketing, sales, training, managing, and leading your leaders and your team members. These are the areas of focus that we should be focused on as entrepreneurs. But a lot of times we get stuck in the weeds of doing the work because we haven't done our SOPs, we haven't hired the right people. I could go through a whole list of things that we haven't done, that once we do, we're going to be amazing entrepreneurs that are going to be able to grow our businesses and, most importantly, exit them. And I might make a video later on about selling our businesses, right? Because too many of us are not even thinking about that. And there's a whole opportunity for us to be able to sell our businesses and exit once we get it to a good place. But I wanted to come on and talk about this because this is very important. A lot of your issues could be solved if you are more in tune with your numbers. So I need you, if you don't have your bookkeeping together, hire a company that can help you do that. My company can help you do that. If you don't have someone that you're meeting with on a regular basis, at minimum monthly, to go over your numbers, hire someone that can help you do that. My company can help you do that. Right? There's so many things that people that weren't working with us weren't getting. And then once they started working with us and they really locked in and they understood their numbers, they had the confidence to scale their business and grow it to even bigger heights, right? So I want you guys to understand that. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments. I'll answer them. I want to see everybody grow. You guys have a good night. I'll talk to you soon.